Ean Tafoya, welcome. We'd like to begin by giving you an opportunity to introduce yourself to the voters. Look into the camera and in 30 seconds, introduce yourself and tell your story.
Hi, my name is Ean Tafoya. I'm a fourth-generation Denverite. I've worked for 3 branches of local government, all 3 levels of American government, and on about a dozen Denver ballot issues. I hope that you look into me and realize that I'm successful at bringing people together. We have big problems to solve, and I know we can do it.
First question. Insiders tell us the 4 most important issues in the city of Denver right now are crime, homelessness, housing, and transportation. Rank them from most important to least important, and please explain why.
Of those 4 that you just listed for me?
Yes.
Well, I would think the unhoused issue is number 1 that we're hearing on the doors. I would say transportation's number 2, 3 is housing, and 4th is crime. I say that because we've been knocking doors for almost a year now, and that's how the people of Denver are ranking those issues when I'm talking to them personally.
So to confirm, you said homelessness is number 1?
Yes.
Okay. So follow-up question. Based upon your number 1, homelessness, what is your pledge to the voters on how you will address it, and how might that be different than the other candidates on the ballot?
Well, I think that I'm different than the other candidates because I actually offered a plan during the middle of the pandemic to bring stability to the unhoused. I founded a nonprofit called the Headwaters Protectors that brings critical public health resources, and a spinoff from that was to actually use the festival world, who camp people for festivals, to expand the safe outdoor sites. I've also been intimately involved with housing people through these cold spells, and so I think we can do it, and I think that's the difference between me and a lot of the others. We've been doing it when the times have been hard, when no one's looking, as compared to just policy.
Finances are critical in every city. Based on the financial needs of Denver, if you're elected, what would you prioritize and what might you trim?
Well, I think the most important thing we can do financially is to go after these big dollars that are coming from the federal and state government, whether that's housing or the Build Back Better agenda. We have critical infrastructure from transportation to energy to water that needs to be upgraded. And so the first thing I would do is go after those dollars. I'm also a huge fan of public banking. I think there's a way for us to bond into the future and save from sending money to Wall Street. And so I don't think we need to trim the budget. I think we need to grow the budget, and we need to be expanding the infrastructure that the community is asking for.
As you know, Denver is a wonderfully diverse city. If elected, will you make a commitment to ensure that your administration reflects Denver's diversity? And if yes, how?
Absolutely, you need to have a backgrounds of different people with different backgrounds in your administration. If you look at my staff right now, I have more than a dozen people working for me, different backgrounds, definitely more women than I have working for me than men. But it's important that you have people that come from different backgrounds. Being an Indigenous person, I believe in calling in all 4 directions. If you're familiar with the medicine wheel, black, white, yellow, red, elders, the youth, we have to have different backgrounds because in my experience, from all the task forces I've sat on, that's when we've gotten the best results.
City Council has the potential for significant change in this election. If voters say you're the city's next mayor, how are you planning to work with that new council, and what would that relationship look like?
Well, I've actually worked for Denver City Council, and I've been in the mayor's office, so I think it's critically important for them to have a good relationship. Working through the budget, of course, right from the very beginning, everybody I appoint, the city council now is going to have to give oversight over that. I'm really looking forward to that. I want to have an open door policy. I definitely want to have a collaborative process with them. And I don't know who all the new council members are going to be, but what I can tell you is, since we've been out working for a year, we know most of them. I feel confident we can work with almost anyone.
Okay. Interesting question here. If you could ask one other candidate one question, which candidate and what would that question be?
Ooh, we could ask another candidate a question on TV.
Switching roles here a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. You know, I might ask Councilwoman Debbie Ortega, if climate is such a big issue for you, what is your record for having climate action over the last 28 years?
Okay. Chance now to get to know you a little bit more. What's the last book you read and why? And what do you do for fun?
The last book I read was called Big Data and Policing, and it was taking a look at how we can use data and data analytics to understand crime rates, but also to work to improve our police departments. And what do I like to do for fun? I love to go dancing.
Now a chance for a closing statement. You've got a couple minutes. Please look into the camera, talk to voters, and tell them what they need to know about you.
Okay. Well, again, my name is Ean Tafoya. I'm a fourth-generation Denverite. I grew up in West Denver and moved to Cole in high school. My mom got a first-time homebuyer program. She was a social worker and a union leader. I worked at my first job at the Museum of Nature and Science. I'm a teacher. I worked for the public defender, the mayor's office, and Denver City Council. Worked on dozens of ballot issues, including one that won by 71% just this November, Waste No More. I was a co-author and director. For my day job, I run a statewide environmental justice nonprofit and chaired the state's Environmental Justice Action Task Force, where we brought forward a plan to reform more than a dozen agencies for better health for individuals across the state of Colorado. Again, I want to say I have a long track record, of bringing people together, and it's very important that we do that work. We can't get to these solutions if we continue to have rhetoric that pulls us apart. And I want to say my big policy priorities, number one, regional cooperation. The issues we face, whether that be transportation, air quality, housing, they don't stop at lines we draw on a map, and neither will I. I want to be a leader that works with everyone to solve our biggest issues. And just lastly, I hope that when you look into me, you can see the track record that we have. Imagine if we could do that work every day with me as mayor.
Ean Tafoya, thank you for your answers. Thank you for time. Good luck.